February the 9th, 2017. Joe Scarborough today was on MSNBC Morning Joe, and he was seeming to make an argument that somehow or another the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is somehow scaring challenging the country, the separation of the branches, and, a whole bunch of other things. Okay. He is the president, so I'll give you that. He is also still a private citizen as well. Now, I understand that most presidents, especially the ones that we're aware of that we've seen in action, do not do what he is doing. I get that. Normally, when a president speaks, we assume that what he says is actually what the policy of the United States is. Now, that would be a normal way of looking at things. However, it's been clear for a long time that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, does not look at it that way. He looks at it as he's entitled to his private opinion. And if you look on Twitter, you will happen to notice that it still says Donald Trump. It doesn't say President Donald Trump, which you would think that if he was tweeting as the President of the United States, he would actually say that. Now, I think most citizens are smart enough to figure this out for themselves, but evidently the media is not. So, the comments about judges and, all he did was read a part of the Constitution that refers to the president who has the right to decide on border issues like who can come here, whether or not there's a ban or whatever. That is something that the president does have purview over. And even Joe Scarborough even says that 9 times out of 10, by the time it gets to the Supreme Court, it will be upheld. So his opinion is, why are we arguing this? Okay? Well, the fact is, for a long time, there have been liberals on the Ninth Circuit Supreme Court, or Ninth Circuit judges, that have a tendency not to read the Constitution. They make decisions based upon feelings, which is something that the Warrenberger Court used to do a lot of. It doesn't mean that he's going to jail anybody. When he disagrees with, information in the news, reporters and stuff, it doesn't mean he's going to jail them. So far as I know of, no legislation, no executive order, absolutely nothing that can be construed as the government of the United States challenging the breakdown of the branches of government has actually been done. Now, if I'm wrong on that, please let me know. So far, it's words. Now, I realize for 30 years we've been used to basically words being the only thing the government does. And I'm sorry that that's the case, but it does matter what your actions are. And so far that I've seen, the actions are not that bad. It's a little chaotic. We are definitely in for 4 years of a rocky ride. I give you that. But to sit there and say that he's in danger of becoming the next Hitler, the next totalitarian government, that he's going to destroy the Constitution of the United States, I have yet to see anything that's going to make me believe that that's happening at the moment. So I wish everybody would start to grow up and get used to the ideal that as President of the United States, as far as I know of, the Constitution does not say, as President of the United States, the minute you are sworn into office, you lose the right to actually think for yourself. Maybe I'm incorrect in that. If I am, please, by all means, show me where I'm wrong. But my understanding is, even though you are sworn in, you still have freedom of speech. Now, I'm sorry if that's inconvenient for some. If you want to pass an amendment, get it into law that the President of the United States is not allowed to have freedom of speech, by all means you can do so. Otherwise, grow up. Thank you. Bye.